Hello traders, you are welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, I am reviewing VectorPrime. It's an EA built around a fairly unusual concept, which is vector-based price analysis. Now, a quick note for you before we start. If you want a free Forex robot for MT4 and MT5 with plenty of built-in indicators and candlestick patterns, the link is in the description below. All right, so now with respect to the platform, VectorPrime is built for MetaTrader 5. Let us just walk through the marketplace page from the top. It is developed by Maxim Kurochkin, currently version 1.2, last updated on the 23rd of November 2025 with 12 activations available. It is priced at $599 to buy or $399 a month if you'd rather rent it. According to the description, VectorPrime is built for structured execution under multi-time frame conditions using what the developer calls vector analysis, decomposing price dynamics into directional impulses and matrix-based structures, and reading the market as a set of interconnected vectors rather than isolated signals. Now, there are four key modules described on the page. The vector dynamics engine isolates dominant directional flows while filtering out short-term noise. The prime momentum layer evaluates the strength and persistence of micro impulses, adapting entries to different volatility phases. The matrix vector module applies a matrix-based read on price behavior to build what is described as a multidimensional market model. And the adaptive risk control, or rather adaptive risk protocol, governs exposure through structured drawdown thresholds and position management. Execution is described as being based on predefined structural conditions, volatility shifts, directional clusters, and structural breakouts, with the page explicit that it avoids martingale, grid strategies, and external forecasting models, instead using a controlled trade cycle with fixed stop loss and take profit levels on every trade. It is also described as independent of news events and probabilistic forecasting, focusing instead on localized volatility zones and directional clusters. There is a note on the page about limited availability too. Once the current allocation of copies is sold, the developer says the product won't be available for purchase again. On deployment, the recommended time frame is H1, minimum capital is $500 or the equivalent adjusted for leverage, and it is described as working best with ECN or raw spread brokers and low latency execution. It is also built to operate on a single instrument only without dependencies across multiple symbols. All right, so now let us get into the historical testing. I ran this on a $10,000 account, and the test was conducted on gold, XAU USD, on the H1 time frame covering January through July 2026, about 7 months. The total net profit for that period came out to $1,612. Breaking that down, the gross profit was about $9,112 against a gross loss of around $7,500, giving a profit factor of 1.21. The maximum balance drawdown reached 22.63%, with equity drawdown peaking slightly higher at 23.64%. All right. Now, out of 74 total trades, close to 92% we are profitable. That's a genuinely high win rate. Okay. But here is something worth being transparent about, though. Despite that high win rate, the largest single winning trade in this test was $431, while the largest single losing trade was $2,229, almost $2,230. It's more than 5 times larger than the profit. That's a meaningful asymmetry between typical wins and the occasional larger loss. And it is part of why the drawdown here is above 22%. Even with such a strong win rate. It is also part of why the profit factor at 1.21 is more modest than the win rate alone might suggest. Now let's just briefly look at the graph. We can see here how the account was experiencing periods of rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall, and it just goes on like that. It seems to be a pattern. Over the 7 months duration, you can see rising and falling, and most of the times the equity was below the balance. Many of the times you can see how the green line was below the blue line almost throughout the entire backtest. So that shows that floating loss was a regular occurrence. Now, to wrap up, based on the available information, VectorPrime's historical testing shows a high win rate, but with a drawdown and win to loss size relationship that is worth weighing carefully before deciding on position sizing. The page describes fixed stop loss and take profit levels on every trade, so it is worth keeping in mind that a single unfavorable trade can meaningfully offset a long run of smaller wins. I'll recommend testing this yourself across different periods and forward testing on a demo account to see how consistently that win rate versus loss size relationship holds up before considering live use. If you found any value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for more valuable trading content. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.